Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here. Yeah. Hey there, Teddy Rumpskin here. And, my mama bear recently found, like, a old toy in the fucking attic that, I used to have, but I completely forgot about, man. I completely forgot this fucking thing even existed. And here it is, right? Yeah. Now, this is not actually a computer, you know? No, it's not a real fucking computer. This is actually a toy. It's a fucking play set, right? Yeah, it actually, under the fucking keys, it actually opens up to reveal a battle station. Yeah, yeah. This actually unfolds to reveal the Computer Warriors Command Center. Yeah, isn't it fucking awesome? You know, it's got guns on it. It's got all this stuff here. You know, little ladders and fucking catwalks and lots of areas for little action figures to run around in. You know, and the action figures are fucking really, really tiny little guys. They're kind of weird. You know, I guess these guys must be the good guys because they're like humanoid looking. Well, the bad guys are really ugly looking. You know, like computer viruses, right? They got like weird faces. They look like a cubist painting or something like that. It's freaky, right? And these little guys apparently live inside the fucking computer, right? And they're actually made of fucking computer parts, you know? On their backs, there's all these little, computer parts and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. They're little computer guys who live inside your computer and have an ongoing battle, right? A battle between the computer warriors and viruses.
Evil viruses are attacking the world's computers, and the computer warriors have been generated to stop them.
It's an interesting toy, you know what I mean? There's also this thing that opens up in the back, right, with these little spaceships. Yeah, little spaceships you could fly around and shit. That's fun. Yeah. Oh, and he's dead. Yeah. And this was definitely an attempt to do something like Transformers, you know? Transformers is a big hit. Let's do some other toys that fucking transform, right? And there were other toys in the line. Like there was like this little clock that opens up to become like a battle tank thing, right? And a can of Pepsi that opens up to become like a little spaceship. And a soccer ball. A soccer ball? That's kind of weird. I mean, there's no circuits inside a soccer ball, right? I mean, there's no circuits inside a can of Pepsi, but, you know, it's made of metal, it's kind of heavy, but a soccer ball? There's also like a flashlight that turns into a rocket ship. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of these fucking toys, right? And the individual figures were actually sold with these little circuit boards that kind of folded out to be like little jet skis that they could fly around on and shit. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like Tron. Kind of exactly like Tron. In fact, the cartoon, right, which wasn't really a cartoon series, they just produced like one half-hour mini movie that kind of gave you a story behind the guys, right? Apparently, the viruses, right, were these guys who escaped from this super, super military computer thing. Whatever, right? Yeah, these viruses escaped. They were going to cause some chaos and shit. So, the computer called Parallax created the computer warriors to defeat the computer viruses, right? Yeah. And gave them names and shit. He actually introduced us to the fucking characters and stuff.
Rom, you will serve as team leader. The responsibility of finding and neutralizing the viruses rests with you.
The hero's name is Rom. That's good.
Micron, you will provide statistical analysis of the mission, keeping constant contact with the vast databanks found throughout the network.
Yeah, and the bad guy's name is Megahertz, right? Like he'll mega hurt you. Right, yeah.
The self-proclaimed leader of these viruses is Megahertz, a dangerous program who will stop at nothing short of complete domination of the bitstream matrix.
Computer warriors have to go after him, right? Flying around in a little computer board flying jet ski things, which are also computer animated, you know what I mean? Which is really pretty cool for when this thing was made, like 89, 90 or so, right at the fucking tail end of the 80s and the beginning of the fucking 90s. This is really ahead of its time, you know. They're flying around in 3D animated backgrounds, and the characters are drawn in traditional cell animation, but, you know, they look really cool, you know. They look like they're drawn with lasers, and they're kind of transparent. They kind of fucking, it's kind of fucking cool, you know. Even though the bad guys have these weird fucking faces, you know, that's what the toys look like. They got very weird looking, you know, cubist faces, right? But, you know, when they're drawn, it just makes them look kind of silly and cartoonish. It's kind of weird. It's also weird that as soon as the computer warriors show up, like the viruses know who the fuck they are.
Computer warriors! Evasive maneuvers now!
Oh no, it's the computer warriors. How the fuck they know who the computer warriors? They were just created. In fact, the bad guy Megahertz, you know, refers to Rom by name.
You're a natural leader, Rom, and I just love playing follow the leader.
Rom? How does he know his fucking name is Rom? He was just fucking created like a minute ago.
You four computer warriors have been developed by Parallax to seek out and neutralize a group of malfunctioning AI programs who have been transformed into dangerous computer viruses.
And he knows he's a leader. Rom, you're a born leader. How does he even fucking know his name?
Huh? You're a natural leader, Rom, and I just love playing follow the leader.
Whatever. The computer warriors go after the computer viruses, track them through the fucking, you know, data streams or wherever the fuck they are, in the grid or whatnot. And they're going to the end of like a signal, like there's a dead end there. But the viruses just go ahead, like they fly in there like they're gonna commit suicide and just crash into it, right? And they don't. And the computer warriors just assume that the bad guys, they're dead. They fucking committed suicide, you know. But they didn't. No, actually, it ends up that they actually got out of the computer. Yeah. Yeah, these computer viruses are actually now in the real world, but they're actually really small, right? Running around on a kid's, like, desk. Looking around his fucking kid's room and stuff, and, oh, look, there's actually a He-Man figure over there. He-Man figure, you know. Makes sense, because his toy line's from Mattel, so they can stick He-Man in there, that's fine. Yeah. So that's the concept, right? The viruses got out of the computer, right? And then the central computer tells the computer warriors that, oh shit, the fucking viruses got out of the computer. You're gonna have to follow them into the real fucking world. Which is what they do, right? Computer warriors go into the real world to find the fucking viruses, right? And then they get into the real world and they're like, what the fuck? This is a weird fucking place, right? And then they get ambushed by the fucking computer viruses who have already, you know, disguised inanimate objects as shit. You know, they got the fucking soccer ball there. They got the fucking pencil sharpener. That's another toy you can get. Yeah. And apparently, they could just convert any inanimate object they find into a vehicle or some shit. Because later in the cartoon, one of the computer warriors is like chasing one of the bad guys. They go in the basement where they like break all the lights. It's dark in there, right? And the good guy's like, oh, look, it's a flashlight. And the next shot, he's flying around in a spaceship made out of a fucking flashlight, right? Yeah. So they could just do that. They could just, anytime they fucking want to, they could just see an inanimate object and turn it into a fucking vehicle or some shit. Yeah, I like the way the fucking cartoon works where they are actually really tiny little guys. There's one part where the bad guys go into the dryer and the good guys fucking turn it on and send them flying out, and it's kind of crazy. You know? Yeah.
Remember our mission. Search for viruses.
But the little mini movie really builds up the fucking Pepsi can, right? The Pepsi can is like the really big buildup of the entire cartoon. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, the good guys and the bad guys are fighting for quite a long time. But then the bad guys finally, like, kind of beat the good guys, like, knock over some fucking detergent in the fucking laundry room and, oh shit, you know, they make their big escape. But they gotta fly back to the computer, right? If the bad guys get back into the computer, oh, then all fucking shit will fucking break loose. It'll be fucking chaos. Pandemonium, man, so can't fucking let that happen, right? But the bad guys are almost to the computer. Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh, but there's the Pepsi can. Yay! It's the fucking Pepsi can. Yeah! Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the fucking Pepsi can. Yeah, actually, I want to get the fucking Pepsi can. Computer Warrior toy. I do. I want to get that. I wonder how much I get that for on eBay. You know. Because I really like this fucking computer fucking playset thing I got. The Computer Warrior Command Center. It's fucking awesome, you know. The Command Center, right, isn't really featured much in the cartoon. You know, there is a computer there that looks a lot like this fucking computer. But it doesn't fold out to become like a command center or anything, you know. It doesn't. But, yeah. But there is a part where the good guy goes in the computer, right? And in order to defeat the bad guys, he starts launching discs out of the fucking computer, right? And it hits the fucking bad guys and actually sucks them into the discs. So now the bad guys are stuck in these discs, right?
Viruses captured and transferred to disk.
Yeah, well, which actually the command center does have this fucking hard drive, right? This hard drive that kind of, you know, it's got a little plastic ring on it where it fits right here, but, you know, it's kind of like a vehicle, because one of the figures fits in it like it's driving it around or something. But, yeah. But basically, you put discs in it, and it'll, like, fire them out, right? With this little motorized spring action thing, which doesn't work anymore. It's fucking broken, you know. I tried replacing the batteries, doesn't fucking work. Motor's fucking broken, but, you know, used to be that you would fucking stick these discs in there and it would fire them out, like, really fucking fast. Man, these discs were fucking deadly, you know. They shot out, they would go all the way fucking across the room. They're fucking nuts, right? But it doesn't fucking work anymore. That kind of sucks, but, you know. Still kind of cool. There's a disk drive on the fucking computer that actually kind of works, but yeah. But that's the thing about the computer. It's not really functional. It doesn't really do anything, you know. It kind of just sits there, which it's kind of lame, you know. I mean, it looks cool, but it doesn't really do anything. The keys don't actually work. The screen doesn't light up. It doesn't even make any beeping noise or anything like that, you know. Seems like a kind of a wasted opportunity. That they could have at least make a beep noise or something. I mean, the screen's just there. It's just fucking there. Well, it would be better if it had like I don't know, like some kind of like a glow in the dark something. Like when you turn the lights off, it would display something. That might be kind of cool, you know. You know, that's just off the top of my head. You know, they could do something with the fucking screen on the computer. It's kind of a wasted opportunity. And when you transform it into the fucking, you know, command center, you just take the screen out and stick it up here, right? Like it's some kind of fucking radar dish or something. You know, oh, it spins. Sort of. It kind of sucks. That's kind of like an afterthought, you know? And when you create the command center, it's kind of like battle-ready, battle station, right? You got these guns that pop out here, and, you know, the ships that pop out here. So it's ready for battle, except this area over here where there's just a hole in the wall, you know? Where these guys sit there. They're kind of fucking sitting ducks right there, you know what I'm saying? What's up with that? But it's still cool. It's still fucking cool, right? Yeah. And the ending of the cartoon, right, has the kid actually come into the room and all the good guys like hide and stuff. And the kid like grabs the discs that are just sitting there that have the viruses on them, right? And leaves. And they're like, oh shit, he took the fucking viruses. Well, I guess we gotta go after him. And it's to be continued. Which it never really was.
That carbon unit just walked off with our prisoners.
We have lost unless we can locate this Leon.
They didn't fucking continue it. It was just a one shot, one little half-hour mini-movie, and that's it, you know. Never made any more of the Computer Warriors cartoon show, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't make any more of the Computer Warriors toys either. Just a one line, and that was it. That's it. It's done. I guess it must not have sold very well. These fucking computer toys that transform everyday normal objects into fucking vehicles and shit, you know. But I mean, that's the concept, right? That's the whole fucking concept. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. Well, so do you like this? You like this fucking video? Let me know. You know, I might do more fucking videos about toys and shit like that. Because normally I'm talking about, you know, old school video games and action movies and shit. You know, I could do more videos about toys if you want. Let me know. And until fucking next time, fucking keep it real.
But the viruses keep coming, so the computer warriors convert a flashlight into a rocket blaster and wipe out the virus air attack. Computer warriors, expect the unexpected. Each sold separately. Computer and pencil sharpener available fall 1990. Only from Mattel.
No threat. No threat. Opponent is an inanimate object. Inanimate object.